Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy RJ Game News USA here. And today, we're going to expose the quartering for the lying sack of shit that he is. What am I talking about? Well, we have confirmed proof that the quartering claimed that he got law enforcement involved with the harassment, and he in fact did not. There was no harassment done to the quartering at his house. No red Ford F-150 was ever reported. He lied to try to garner sympathy and get people off of his case after he flagged the Keno Casino down. Luther Morgan did some digging. He found out all of the quartering's dealing with the police, including the fact that his dog pretty much killed a chicken of a next door neighbor. But there is not a single mention of the quartering going to the police over harassment in April of 2026. It just didn't happen. Fabricated because he is a liar. Let's listen to this video. We did find other interesting things, such as the quartering's been swatted in the past, but not recently.
Hey, Luther Morgan here, and today we're going to be going through police reports that Jeremy Hambley has filed or have been filed against him to see if he actually filed a police report in relation to harassment allegations that happened in 2026. It's just taken a while for the police department to get back to me. Just a quick side note. A few weeks ago, I asked people if they had ever received a response from Jeremy Hambley. I wanted to thank everybody for their submissions. I wanted to highlight two of them, one positive and one negative. Here's the positive one. Sent 3 years ago by a former fan of the quartering, engaged some fucking Filipino guy. Hambley responded with, "I'm married, retard." So he does respond in the negative sometimes, at 2:41 in the morning as well. Miller time? You make up your own mind. Something that I've been waiting on for several months was a response from the Washington County Sheriff's Office. An anonymous
And before we even get to the content of the video here, understand, when you're the quartering and you're having a complete and total meltdown and you're a dumpster fire, understand that trying to act like you're the victim, despite the fact you're the false flagger, obviously didn't work, number one. And number two, you don't think people have a way to check on that and double check your story? Now, people can go back and be like, wow, you're a liar. You're a Jussie Smollett. You're a Jeremy Smollett, if you know what I mean. Hold on, this damn cat. Oh, bite. Alright, anyway, back to the video.
The channel was a really big help in getting me these documents, so thank you to you out there. Jeremy Hambley made numerous claims about people showing up to his house, the red F-150, receiving unwanted phone calls, his friends were doxxed, receiving strange mail, and even claimed his in-laws were being harassed.
By the way, any of this stuff, he could have shown proof for. He's yet to show any proof that anybody was doxxed, that anybody was emailed, that anybody was harassed. No proof at all. None. None whatsoever. And quietly and conveniently, he hasn't mentioned it for a while. But back then, when he was feeling the heat, he wanted to use his friends and his family as a fake human shield to protect himself from criticism. Because he does not give a fuck. He will do and use anybody, including his own family, to do whatever he sees fit. And without evidence, start making claims. There is evidence that the quartering flagged Keno Casino. He told Josh Moon in the DMs. He told him in the DMs, and then Keno Casino was off the air. That's simple. That's enough proof I need. Any proof the quartering's been harassed? None. Not a single ounce of proof.
And he made the very specific claim stating, quote, "We've had to involve law enforcement over some of this insanity too. So I wanted to check. Did Jeremy Hambley make a report to the police? Or was this just another lie? What do you think?" Well, I was able to find a police report about a false swatting attack on the quartering. However, it was from March 8, 2023. So if we look at this...
So that's a whole 3 years before this incident. He reported a swatting.
It's from the Washington County Sheriff's Office. And it says, an unknown suspect called the Washington County Sheriff's Office and claimed to be... These are all redacted, of course. The suspect had stabbed his wife. His wife were at home. There were no injuries. And this person was a victim of swatting when he lived in Waukesha County. So that's a reference to Jeremy swatting at his previous home. I believe that was in 2021. So if we scroll down here, it just says, 10:30 in the morning, the suspect said that he had just stabbed his girlfriend and then threatened to shoot himself. And it looks like the deputies were en route to Jeremy's house when it's like they realized, oh shit, this guy's been swatted in the past. And then, they're like, okay, nothing really happened. And we know it's Jeremy, even though it's redacted, because it's like, yeah, it was a YouTuber, he does political commentary. He advised his content is conservative leaning. So, remember, guys, he was never a conservative. He just told a policeman that. His YouTube...
Right, I mean, come on. This dude literally acts like he was never a conservative, but yet he claims it all the time. Which one?
The quartering and the swatting calls all had happened when he was live on YouTube. So, this is...
another thing I want to mention, by the way, swatting, doxing, all fucked up. Don't do it. No doubt, even the quartering doesn't deserve that. But the thing is, I think lying about having yourself being swatted is almost as bad. It's like women who do fake R-word allegations. A fake SWAT allegation. Now, it's against nobody in particular. It's not a mundane Matt sort of acting like Keemstar had him swatted situation. But still, it's the idea of... It'd be like if a woman in a relationship told you, I was R-worded before to grip your sympathy. And she never was. It's still fucked up. It's a fucked up thing to lie about, Jeremy. You had options here. You could have apologized for what you did. Or you could have ignored everything. Those are the only two somewhat viable options, although you did the cardinal sin of flagging.
This is in the past, though. So he was swatted, but it was in 2023. What other reports are there? Well, Hambley called in this report on March 13, 2025. I originally read the date wrong and thought it was from 2026. However, this was all the way back in 2025. So what was going on back then? It says, Blank called in to make sure that we had a flag on file for previous swatting incidents for his address. Blank stated that he was concerned because he believes that it could happen to him in the next day or two.
So this video goes on, and it basically says in March of 2025, the quartering wanted to double check and make sure he was protected from being swatted. If you look at his video history from around then, he talked about how Alex Jones was swatted. And in his mind, he was worried about himself and wanted to keep himself covered. Whatever. Point being, the only other incident that occurred was about the dog who ate the neighbor, or who killed the neighbor's chicken. No other police reports. Not a one. Nothing. And if the quartering could provide a report, then I will tip my cap to him, sir. And I will say, okay, provide us actual proof of the harassment. That, give us something to work off of, because you don't have anything. You're a liar. You're a lying liar that lies. And you deserve your failure. Anyway, this is RJ signing out. Fuck you, quartering.